Welcome back to the Express at Cloverdale Athletic Park for the 2012 Canadian Open Fastpitch Tournament. Rain or shine, this tournament must go on. But on the Express, we prefer to focus on the sunshine. And up next, it's a haven for camping enthusiasts, nature lovers, and even beach bums. Find out why Cultus Lake is considered a go-to summer recreation destination.
Cultus Lake is one of the most popular summer destinations in British Columbia. Attracting upwards of 2 million visitors each year, this little piece of paradise is located just 80 kilometers east of Vancouver. Camping enthusiasts flock to Cultus Lake to enjoy campsites surrounded by sandy beaches and breathtaking mountain views.
Sunnyside Campground is the largest campground in Western Canada. We got about 600 sites. About 350 of those are for seasonals, which means that they get to come in April 15th to September 30th.
Set amongst tree-lined forests and close to the water's edge, Sunnyside Campground offers family-oriented camping.
We don't cater to those who are looking just to party, because this is not the place to party.
The 65-acre campground includes 10 washrooms equipped with free hot showers, a laundromat and convenience store, as well as playgrounds for kids and pet-friendly areas.
We have full hookup, which is good for up to 30 amps. We have view sites, waterfront sites, regular tenting sites, so we have it for whatever kind of camping you like to do.
Because of the wide variety of outdoor activities available, Cultus Lake continues to be a summer hotspot.
Everything's here. You don't need to bring anything with you except your sleeping arrangements. You like to boat, water ski, there's a rental, there's non-motorized, there's golfing. You don't have to bring anything. They're all here for you.
We have canoes, kayaks, pedal boats. One of our more popular boat is the 4-person pedal boat, which is good for families.
Along with boat rentals, there is also a concession located right on the beach, offering hot and cold treats.
Very affordable. There's lots of picnic tables set up. You can bring lunch, you can have barbecues. There's a nice park as well as fields in the back that you can play sports.
Visitors can also expect live entertainment every Thursday evening throughout the summer season. For more info, log on to cultuslake.bc.ca. In Cultus Lake, I'm Corinne Skelbeck for Big Summer.
There you go, a BC hotspot. But what's the talk of the town in Alberta? The 2012 Calgary Stampede kicks off July the 6th. And on today's Cowboys Casino Chuck's Insider, we have a look back at opening night from last year through the eyes of a guy who can get in any door.
And we can introduce our first guest of Saddle Up today, Mr. Mark Sutherland. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing very well, thank you. In the last few years, I've had pretty competitive stampedes. In 09, I made the finals. That was the first year that they had the sudden death showdown for the semifinals, and I qualified. Qualified again in 2010. I had a decent year, you know, not the year I wanted, but I didn't make the finals, which was disappointing because my dad and my uncle both made the finals, and you know, that would have been awesome to be in there with them. You can have everything lined up just right and have the horsepower to win it, and if you don't drive, you're not going to get it. And you know, I've had bad stampedes before, and when they start going downhill, boy, it's like a snowball effect. And you know, you just make one mistake and make the next and make the next, and it seems like you can't do anything right. So it's important for me to get off on a good start, and then you know, start off in first and improve your position from there, I guess, is the goal. But the problem is there's probably 35 other guys with that idea. The crew puts it on, but I like to check it. If it comes off, it's a bit of a fine, but it's more of an embarrassment. I spent some time at the Shaw studio this morning. That was after I did about an hour and a half worth of chores. Ended up laying down, watching a little TV, had a quick afternoon cat nap, and now we're going to race horses, I guess. Well, you know, this is night one of the Stampede, and tonight I come off of barrel one, so, you know, I'm going to get the rail. If someone turns faster than me, they may be ahead of me, but I'll still have the rail. So, you know, it'll be a good, you know, it'll be a short trip for the horses, and, you know, if they start and work good, we should be, well, you know, we should be day money. If they don't and something happens, maybe we'll be second or third. It's a 10-day show, and you need to be steady and strong and fast when you need to be fast. There's no secret. You need to make your time up when you're on barrel one and barrel two, and if you can steal a good race off of 3 and 4, you're going to make that top 10, and you know, if you do it enough times, you'll make the top 4.
Heat in the high-tech redneck, Mark Sutherland is on 1. Heat number 7. There's the horn and a quick start for Jerry Bremner and Mark Sutherland as they simultaneously pass their fate to the figure 8. And
you know, we do race against 3 other guys in our heat, but it's more about who's fastest for the night. We really race against the clock.
Trying to get up alongside of Mark Sutherland, but Mark's a speed demon into that third turn. Now Jerry starts to close a little ground. Look at the backfield.
You know, I had a great run. I guess the horses worked well. I made a bit of a, you know, maybe a tiny driving error, and you know, it's early. It's early in the show. I'm not too worried about it. It's just that every step counts out there, because you know, it will come down to hundredths of a second to decide, you know, who makes it into the $100,000 dash.
Mark Sutherland is uncatchable. The Cowboys posse is the high-tech redneck. Rolls to the wire. They're not going to catch.
This year is the Calgary Stampede's 100th anniversary. Last time I checked at calgarystampede.com, there were still a limited number of evening and rodeo tickets available. For you country music fans, sorry to say that Garth Brooks and Brad Paisley are sold out, but there are still tickets for Johnny Reed, the Beach Boys, plus there's a huge lineup of pop stars performing. You're watching The Express, and we're talking sports and style up next.
You are seeing really the nature of my vibe.
Capital Direct Dream Homes, the personal style of interior designer Peter Wilds. The Whistler Mountain Bike Park, and a birthday wish to land a 360. The Express, we are your local voice.
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.
Welcome back to The Express at Cloverdale Athletic Park for the Canadian Open Fastpitch Tournament. We've got the Richmond Islanders and Las Vegas Blast playing behind me, and we're going to take you back on the mound before we go. But right now on the show, it's a new take on Capital Direct Dream Homes. We get to see how interior designers live and work when they're designing for themselves and not for a client.
Capital Direct Dream Homes on Shaw TV is brought to you by Capital Direct at capitaldirect.ca.
On today's Dream Homes, we meet Vancouver-based interior designer Peter Wilds, who's transformed his Gastown office into a showpiece example of his interior design style. We also take you behind the scenes to his West End condo to see how a professional designer crafts his personal space.
Peter Wilds' workspace on Powell Street is an office that most definitely does not look like an office.
What I did was I created a space that when you're either walking past or you're coming in, you are seeing really the nature of my vibe, the way I put things together. My work is really about the mix-up of things, bringing classic elements with unexpected elements, playing with opposites in a way. You know, the minute something is really super pretty, I want to pair it with something that's really quite raw and edgy or masculine. And so it's really about bringing unexpected elements together.
Now, I see a lot of white.
Yep.
Is white very in, or is that just your personal preference?
White never goes out. And I feel like it's always one of those classic backdrops.
Peter's desk, where he does most of his consultations, is a custom-made dining room table, and this Belgian armoire neatly conceals the tools of his trade.
Hey, it's Peter calling you back. I just wanted to let you know the fabric for the pillow, the whole intent was to create a space that I love coming to, that I feel inspired by. I'm really, really pleased with the space and you know, the feeling that it has.
In his downtime, Peter Wild spends his time here, on the 18th floor of a condo overlooking Vancouver's West End, where he houses an extensive collection of design books and magazines.
You know, I'm a fanatic for these things, and they're creative expressions, and they're a tremendous source of inspiration for me. They're a resource for me, so I'm constantly reaching for them and I'm constantly collecting them.
Peter made several changes to his apartment, taking down 2 walls in the kitchen to open up the space and adding built-in storage in the dining room. His home is filled with unique pieces in a style he describes as eclectic.
I like infusing elements that have a little bit of a story in them that kind of mix in with your own story. The most important element about creating a home for yourself is to really surround yourself with things that you love. Because, you know, putting all those elements together and surrounding yourself with all these pieces that really do have an importance or a significance to you, that's the experience that creates a home.
And whether he's designing in his own home, in his office, or working with clients, Peter Wilds creates memorable spaces that inspire. In Vancouver, I'm Kendall Harris for The Express.
Capital Direct Dream Homes has been brought to you by Capital Direct at capitaldirect.ca.
Peter's newly renovated office space will be featured in an upcoming issue of Style at Home. You can contact him directly at peterwildsdesign.com. And for more style and skill, we're going to learn about how the stunts are done at the Whistler Mountain Bike Park. We're joining Nicole Fitzgerald in Whistler Village, and it seems you've got some tricks up your sleeve, hey? So how do the riders do it?
Yes, it is, Johanna. The foam pit is one of the highlights here at the Aerodome. We're going to meet 4 young boys who have traveled all the way from Maple Ridge to Whistler for the ultimate birthday party. Only instead of blowing out candles, these kids are blowing down ramps.
My birthday wish is to land a 360.
It's the kind of birthday wish that has a good chance of coming true here at the Aerodome in Whistler.
It's just a safe environment, and you can't get hurt because you're landing in foam instead of like a dirt landing. It's good to have a good soft landing before you dial down your tricks. I'm going for 360s, tuck no handers, no foot cans, bar spins, tail whips, maybe even a backflip.
Jack has brought 3 of his buddies to help him celebrate his 13th birthday. Parker Eels, Ryan Butler, and Ben Walsh. Having visited the Aerodome once before, Parker is the first to drop into the steep entrance ramp, while the other 3 boys look tentatively on.
I'm really excited to come up here. It's a big treat to ride the Aerodome. I wish we had one where I lived.
Normally, these 4 boys practice on dirt jumps in Parker's backyard. However, today they've traveled all the way from Maple Ridge for a 3-hour session. The 5-hour round-trip commute was worth it. This 8,400 square foot indoor bike training facility offers progressive jumps, pipes, ramps, and trampoline, as well as the foam pit. The facility is open 7 days a week on a drop-in basis. Limited helmet and bike rentals are available.
There's nothing really around here like this. And as far as like world-class facilities, like not many lift access bike parks even offer an indoor facility like this. We have progressive box jumps, so these are the small ones. And then on the other side of the foam pit is the advanced line. We have a drop into the foam pit as well. A lot of foam pits in parks like Woodward and other big indoor facilities, they don't have a drop. So it's really cool that we have that.
Drops and jumps in the Aerodome help prepare slopestyle riders for competitions such as Crankworks. The Coliseum of Freeride Mountain Biking showcases North America's top athletes from August 10th to 19th in Whistler.
I watch it all the time on TV. It's really cool. Hits are just like massive. It's scary.
All 4 boys who have ridden for 5 years hope to become pro riders one day.
I like just like when you land a trick, you're just so excited and everything. When you're biking, everything's out of your mind and you just focus on what you do.
And the Aerodome helps dreams such as these take flight on the West Coast, rain or shine, leaving Jack looking forward to his next birthday.
Next year I'm wishing for a backflip.
From Whistler, I'm Nicole Fitzgerald for Shaw TV.
The Air Dome is located in Lot 8 on Blackcomb Mountain. Spectators are welcome. If you'd like to participate, you can book sessions online. The website to visit is whistlerbike.com. And for more things to do in the sea to sky, Metro Vancouver and the Fraser Valley, here's the 411 on the FYI.
Radar's Quality Assured Collisions FYI is presented by Radar's Quality Assured Collision, an ICBC Valet accredited repair facility.
Drop in at City Centre Library in Surrey July 6th and 7th for the African Stages Storytelling Festival. You can visit them on Facebook for details. Join the Miles for Smiles fundraiser July 8th to benefit the Semiahmoo House Society, a 5K walk or run followed by live music at South Surrey Athletic Park. Catch the sporting action of the Rugby Sevens Tournament and Festival July 21st and 22nd at Swangard Stadium in Burnaby.
Radar's Quality Assured Collisions FYI was presented by Radar's Quality Assured Collision.
Also, the 2012 Scotiabank Canadian Open Fastpitch International Tournament runs to July 9th with games here at Cloverdale Athletic Park, Softball City, and Sunnyside Park. You've been watching The Express. Thanks for joining us, only on Shaw TV.